Modern wellness is built around ingredients. New supplements, superfoods, extracts, and formulas are introduced every year with the promise of balance, focus, and calm. The assumption is simple. If the right ingredient is added, wellness will follow. Himalayan honey practices reveal a very different philosophy. They are not ingredient first. They are context first. In Himalayan communities, honey is never treated as a source of wellness on its own. It is not viewed as a trigger, a hack, or a shortcut. Wellness is understood as a state created by daily life itself. Honey only has meaning inside that larger structure. Without the right context, it is not expected to produce any benefit at all. This is where modern wellness often goes wrong. Ingredients are isolated from environment, routine, and timing. They are expected to perform independently, regardless of stress levels, sleep quality, or daily rhythm. Himalayan practices reject this idea completely. Nothing is used in isolation. Everything is connected. Context comes first. Honey exists alongside predictable schedules, steady physical movement, simple meals, and quiet evenings. These conditions regulate the nervous system before any ingredient is introduced. Calm is not forced. It is prepared. The body is already in a receptive state when honey is used. Modern wellness often skips this step and wonders why results feel inconsistent. Moderation follows naturally from this context-first mindset. Amounts are small, not because honey is feared, but because excess is understood to disrupt balance. Traditional knowledge recognizes that even natural substances can overwhelm the body if used without restraint. Modern science now confirms that gentle input supports nervous system regulation better than strong stimulation. Timing is another area where context outweighs ingredients. Honey is never used during moments of urgency, stress, or emotional overload. It is introduced only when the body is already calm. This reflects an understanding that the body's internal state determines how it responds. Modern wellness often ignores timing, focusing only on what is consumed, not when or why. Routine matters more than novelty. Himalayan practices do not chase new effects. They repeat supportive behaviors daily until calm becomes normal. This repetition builds predictability. Predictability signals safety to the nervous system. Over time, balance becomes the default state, not something that needs to be activated. Community also reinforces this context-first approach. Knowledge about honey use is shared, observed, and corrected collectively. This reduces misuse and experimentation. In contrast, modern wellness places responsibility entirely on the individual, often leading to confusion, overuse, and constant trial and error. Research now shows that shared norms and social structure strongly influence emotional and mental stability. Another key difference is how variability is handled. Himalayan communities expect honey to change with season, location, and environment. There is no demand for identical effects every time. Awareness replaces control. Modern wellness often tries to eliminate variability through processing and standardization, which can disconnect people from natural feedback signals. Simplicity supports this system. Practices are easy to remember and require little decision-making. This reduces mental load. When routines are simple, the nervous system conserves energy. Modern wellness often adds layers of complexity that increase stress rather than reduce it. Scientific research increasingly aligns with this context-first philosophy. Predictable routines, moderate intake, reduced stimulation, and strong recovery periods are all linked to better long-term health outcomes. These findings mirror Himalayan practices that develop through observation, not optimization. The real contrast becomes clear. Modern wellness asks, what ingredient should I add? Himalayan practice asks, what context am I creating? One chases effects, the other supports systems. Himalayan honey practices remind us that wellness does not come from isolated tools. It comes from how daily life is structured. Calm, balance, and resilience emerge when the body feels safe, predictable, and respected. The lesson is not about honey alone. It is about shifting from ingredient-first thinking to context-first living. When wellness becomes a way of life rather than a collection of products, the body responds with steadiness. Modern wellness does not need to reject innovation. It needs to place it inside context. Himalayan practices offer a quiet model where balance is maintained without urgency, excess, or constant intervention. For more clear, science-based, and nature-aligned wellness insights, subscribe and stay connected.